Wow. So yeah, it's quite sobering when, I grew up in a nice, two-parent family with none of that stuff going on. So I can only imagine how it would be for a young person. Um, so what do you do about it?
Well, once a child comes into foster care, by law, these agencies are supposed to jump into action and start looking for other adults, a grandparent, an uncle, aunt, older cousin, could even be an older sibling, somebody who will step up. And the whole concept is if you get enough of these relatives, somebody will say, I'll take them. And that way you can get them out of the foster care system back to their families, to people that they know.
So is it
Even
technically, if it's a relative, is it technically still a foster situation, or is it not?
if it happens immediately, we term that kinship care. So that's
Kinship
where
care.
kinship care, a lot of people have heard that term, and that's where the child goes with a relative. That's always preferable that the child is with family. I've actually talked to former foster kids and asked them, would you have wanted to be with strangers, no matter how nice or kind or caring, or with a distant relative? And 90% will say, I'll take the relative because they feel it's still family, even
Mm-hmm.
if they haven't met them. Many of these foster kids will say, I would rather have gone to my grandmother. I know about her, but I didn't spend time with her. But I would rather have been with grandma rather than moved around from home to home with the foster, families. And this is something that's really important for the public to understand. It's not like the foster parents take these children in 6 months, they say, you know what, that's enough, move them on. A lot of these parents, they're there for the long term. They're willing to stay with a child. It's the agencies who move them around and move them, twice a year on average. So it
Why?
gets